I'm Steve Murphy, and welcome to the Insider Exclusive. Today, we have a very special show dealing with police misconduct with the LA Sheriff's Department and the case of Winston Hayes. Stay tuned.
Mr. Hayes was shot repeatedly, took bullets into his back, into his neck.
It was scary. I thought I was going to die. I actually thought I was going to die. I was scared, once, got the fire, I thought it was going to never end.
The Sheriff's Department has not taken responsibility for this.
This is a special show because it focuses on the LA Sheriff Department and some of its members who 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, unloaded 120 rounds of ammunition into a plaintiff that is a client of the Cochran Firm. And I'm going to have him on here in a minute. But first, let me introduce the two lawyers that are handling this case. Brian Dunn, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Joe Barrett, welcome
Thank you,
to the
Steve.
show. I said a lot in that beginning, and it sounds horrendous, but 120 rounds. What happened here?
Well, the video speaks for itself.
This video, by the way, was taken by a good Samaritan, okay, who filmed the entire segment. It's approximately 2 minutes. It's graphic in nature. So please be advised that small children shouldn't watch it, but it's an actual event. Now we'll go to the video.
Watch the strip! Watch the strip! Watch the strip! Watch the strip!
We have with us both of the attorneys that are representing Winston Hayes, who was the individual who was shot. Tell us a little bit about the case, Joe.
Well, it's just unbelievable when you think about the fact that what we have here is excessive force that's just mind-boggling. 120 shots into a vehicle moving 2-3 miles an hour. It's just beyond the imagination of the ordinary person. It could only happen in Compton, as far as we're concerned.
Right. And this is the LA Sheriff Department.
It is.
By the way, I do want to say, and I've had a conversation with Brian about this before, overall, the police and the Sheriff Department are actually, outstanding individuals that protect all of us. But there are some individuals that perform these exceptionally bad acts that we have to deal with, don't they?
The average police officer is a hero.
Yes.
And we want them to be heroes, and we want them to protect and serve us.
What happened to Mr. Hayes?
Unfortunately, Mr. Hayes was shot repeatedly, took bullets into his back, into his neck, In fact, he has you'll see, he has a trigeminal nerve injury, an injury to one of the nerves that comes out of the brain. And he has a bit of a palsy on the side of his head. But most importantly, this is a guy that was given enormous emotional distress. He faced death. This is a guy where the police were acting as the judge, the jury, and the executioner in that moment.
It's important to point out that in this case, the firing was so erratic that the officers actually shot a fellow deputy. In other words, a fellow deputy actually got hit and almost killed in the crossfire from another deputy.
Not just that, Brian. Look at all those photos where you see bullets in bedrooms. You see bullets in
the
kitchens.
kitchens.
Really?
It's just
Did the people in the
unbelievable.
neighborhood come forward and say, there's bullets in my house?
We represented them as well.
Okay. What has the sheriff's department's position been with this case?
Well,
Because this is 2 years, 2.5 years later.
the sheriff's department has not taken responsibility for this. And in fact, each of these officers, to the last one of them, have stated under oath that they fired because they believed that vehicle somehow posed a threat either to themselves or to another officer.
Let's do this. Let's bring Winston on right now so we can talk to him, you know, everything that happened, okay? It's my pleasure to introduce a client of the Cochran Firm, Winston Hayes. Welcome to the show. Winston, what was it like that night? May 2005. Was it 11:45 at night? What was it like? Why did the cops want to pull you over to begin with?
Well, first of all, it was scary, you know, because I was initially parked, and somebody come up from behind me, coming up from behind me on foot, with a gun pointed towards my direction. And me unaware who this person may be, you know, I pulls off, you know, and then after that, come to learn after the fact, you know, it started, the police, it was going to be the police. I was scared for my safety, so once I pulled off, it's not like I was scared. The whole bottom line, I was scared, you know, not knowing why would I be approached, you know, unannounced.
Yeah, so you took off.
I took off, yeah.
Did you hear any megaphone that says pull over or anything like that?
Not at the time.
Okay.
So his mindset is that of a guy who's an innocent man, basically somebody who's just been spooked,
Right.
and now he's taken off for his own safety.
And now we all saw in the video here that as your vehicle's moving, all of a sudden the police start opening fire, the sheriff department, correct?
Correct. But at that time, you know, in my mind, I was at a stop. You know, then once, you know, the shooting started, once the shooting started, I was getting shot from the back.
Right.
That caused my vehicle to go forward, you know.
You were getting shot from every angle. I think
Every angle.
part of what, you know, Winston, what did it smell like or feel like? What did you see?
It was scary. I thought I was going to die. I actually thought I was going to die. It was scary, you know. Once, you know, got the fire, I thought it was going to never end.
Did you have been shot a number of times? How many times did they actually shoot you?
Well, I have 12 marks from gunshots.
Yes.
Like I could say, about some was grazed marks and some of them actually went in me.
What is your day-to-day life like now?
It's a struggle for me out there, you know. I'm still shook up behind the whole ordeal. I'm still kind of shook up behind it where, you know, some nights I lose sleep. Be up half a night at times from having multiple nightmares, where it just keeps me up, you know. So it's just things I go through, but I try to just like maintain, you know, at the same time.
Well, Winston, I appreciate very much for you coming down here today. You know, I know it was a real struggle to get down here. I hope justice is done for you, and keep up the faith. I know that sounds almost hollow, but keep up the faith. I want to thank you very much for watching our show. You can catch more of these shows at www.insiderexclusive.com. Come back again.